Hello, everyone. Welcome to my home in Capistrano Beach. My name is Michael Villar. I'm running for Dana Point City Council, District 5. I first want to thank the Dana Point Civic Association for hosting this forum and for inviting the candidates here today. I got to start out with an apology that I'm unable to join the Zoom meeting live and in person because I work in the construction industry. I've got a major project going on up in the Bay Area that I had to be at, and I was unable to take the time off to join you today. But they did give me the opportunity to send this video, and I'm super grateful and thankful that that happened. I also need to apologize for my appearance. If you're looking at me and you're like, wow, that guy has a really bad looking beard, it's because I do. This beard is not by choice. I had a procedure done on my face, and my dermatologist won't let me shave it off for 3 weeks. Believe me, it's bothering me. It's itching, it's scratchy, it's way too gray. Now, I know some of the other candidates do have beards. They look a lot better on them than they do on me. So I can guarantee you, if you vote for me, this beard's gonna be gone. Even if you don't vote for me, this beard's gonna be gone right after I see my dermatologist. I also want to just kind of point out that having this format of a video, it is a little bit nerve-wracking and a little bit uncomfortable to be talking into a camera. It's not my thing. I'm much better in person. I'm much better one-on-one, face-to-face. So I'm going to do the best that I can to kind of cover some of the issues and get to let you get to know me a little bit. So my son Noah, who's holding the camera, there he is. He's going to ask me some questions that I think maybe you'd want to know, and that might help me have a little better flow to what we're talking about here. Go ahead, Noah.
All right, Michael, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, grew up in the Bay Area, youngest of 7 kids, went to UCLA. I was a commissioned officer in the Marine Corps for 20 years. Loved it, loved every minute of it, loved serving my country. Got to fly the CH-53 Echo helicopter. I retired after 20 years. While I was in the Marine Corps, I got a master's degree in computer science. Moved here to Capitol Beach in 2003. I've lived in the same house ever since. Really enjoy the neighborhood, really enjoy the environment that I work in. I'm married. My wife Denise and I have been married for 25 years. I've got 3 wonderful kids. I've got the best son ever. Clearly, he's right here holding the camera for me. And I do have 2 daughters, both of which go to San Juan Hills High School. All 3 of my kids went through the public school system here: Palisades Elementary School, Shore Cliffs Middle School, and San Juan Hills High School.
So, why are you qualified to be the first District 5 City Councilman?
Noah, that's an excellent question. I think I'm qualified because I'm really connected to the neighborhood. I'm really connected to the residents here. And you get that connection over years of making yourself available in different spaces within Capistrano Beach. First space is Palisades Elementary School. Palisades is the heartbeat. It's the center of our community. Everybody loves Palisades, and either your kids went there or you went there as a kid and you still live here in Capitol Beach. It's amazing to me how many people still live in this area that went to school there. Palisades is where our kids started, is where we started to know this community. And I've got so many friends that came out of Palisades, so many great families. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking of the Thomases and the Lutzes and the Goodwins, the Happies, the Ponces, the Brants, right, the Rudicellis. I mean, all of these families, I can go on, that are steadfast here in living in Capitol Beach. They are part of the Capitol Beach community, and I know them really well. And that's how you get to know the community and you get to know the issues that are affecting the community. I'm also an active member at St. Edward's Catholic Church. I've been there since we moved here in 2003. I've been a religious ed teacher there, taught there for 9 years, and I'm currently an usher there on Sundays at Mass. And then I'm also very active in the sports community and coaching. I coached for 10 seasons down at Dana Point Youth Baseball, another institution here at Dana Point. All of our kids have played there, have grown up there, and I still coach there. I am crazy enough. I am the crazy enough guy about baseball. I still coach Dana Point, even though my son Noah has grown up and he doesn't even in the league anymore. I don't have any kids in the league, but I still coach there because I love to give back to our community. So all of that combined allows me to really know the neighbors, to really know the community, to really know the residents. I understand Capo Beach. I understand what's important to it because I get input from all of these different families and all of these different people that I know throughout the community. And so I feel like I'm ready to be the first first city councilman for District 5, and I hope that I prove that to you today.
So, what are your views on short-term rentals in our community?
Short-term rentals. No, you know that's a really hot topic here at Capo Beach. Short-term rentals. I know it came up low on the list of things that the FM3 research team did with their survey a couple months back. But if you have a short-term rental property next door to you, it's a really big issue for you, and I know that it is, because my neighbors talk to me about it all the time, especially now since they know that I'm running for city council. So let me just start with, as I said before, Capo Beach is strong because of the neighbors, because of the neighborhoods, that neighbor-to-neighbor relationship that I've been able to build such strong relationships with the people that I know. That gets deteriorated with short-term rentals, right? Because you've got a property that's next to you, there's not a family that's staying there that you get to know, right? They're in and out of that property. But I do think that there's a place in Dana Point and also in Capo Beach for short-term rentals. Now, I think that they should come with very tight restrictions. They should come with very tight compliance limitations that should happen to them. And if you're non-compliant, there should be a strict penalty for it. What I would like to see is a group of people come together, both for short-term rentals and that are against short-term rentals, and let's see if we can find common ground so that we can define what the ordinance should be. But most importantly, I think that ordinance should get in front of our voters so that they can be the ultimate approving authority. City Council doesn't have to solve every problem. We have a very engaged group of voters. Let's take advantage of that, and let's make sure that they're part of the process.
So, what are your thoughts on homelessness?
Another good question, Noah. Thank you for asking me. Homelessness, it is a problem here in Dana Point, but in my experience, I think the problem has diminished somewhat over the last couple of years. I love the strategy that our city council has come up with, using outreach programs like Mercy House and using local police and using volunteers to really try to come up with long-term solutions for the homeless problem. I think the homeless need to be treated with dignity and respect. I can't imagine what it's like to live out in the streets and to be out there. There's lots of different issues that go on, and those issues deserve sensitivity, and they deserve a long-term strategy that's going to help these folks so that they can fully recover and get back on their feet.
Okay, Michael, so do you have any closing remarks?
What I really am hoping to get across to you, and I know this is a very short, limited video, is that I'm super passionate about Dana Point, and I love living in Capo Beach. I want you to understand that I'm not a politician. I'm just a guy who loves to serve his community, a guy who loves to live here, who wants to help, who wants to be part of the solution. I'm going to bring integrity. I'm going to bring a sense of civility. I'm going to bring respect to City Council. Because I think that that's what our residents deserve. They deserve somebody who's going to be there, who's going to always represent the residents and not represent a personal interest or allow corporate influence to kind of guide me in the wrong direction. I am here for the residents of Capo Beach. I know the residents here, and I hope that I was able to convey that today. If you want to know more about my campaign, please visit www.villarfordanapoint.com, or please email me directly at villarfordanapoint@gmail.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael.